I think one has to recognize this, that the recognition of the liberation forces is an essential part of Bishop Muzorewa's political stance, the Reverend Sitoli's political stance, as well as Mr. Nkomo and Mr. Mugabe. The only people who can negotiate the ceasefire are those who control the military commanders themselves. What we're asking is a simple, small step, and that is that we go to the United Nations, and they hopefully will appoint a representative of the Secretary General, who may be the person who would command a UN force were it to be established. So the two men who would have most to do with the transitional administration, the resident commissioner designate and the future UN force commander, would settle down and discuss with the military commanders and those who are responsible for them, from the Rhodesian, Mr. Smith and the Rhodesian Front, and from the liberation forces. Now, a negotiated ceasefire has eluded many people who've tried it. It's the hardest thing to achieve, and particularly when neither army is totally defeated. I think the military, however, are often the most realistic. It was the military who realized the problem in Mozambique. It's often been the military who first recognized, before the politicians, that they've got to come to an arrangement. Now, everybody will shout and make a lot of statements in the next few days and weeks. What's important is if you can get them into a framework of negotiation and then get into private negotiation. But no British government will commit a resident commissioner out here into Rhodesia until they're satisfied on the law and order arrangements, that they're satisfied that we really can have fair and free elections, and that the end result will be a stable Zimbabwe government.
Well, I think there can't be a peaceful solution because Rhodesia's in a kind of borderline chaos situation already. I think what we're trying to do is reduce the chaos. And I think that how soon that will be will really depend on all of the forces and people that we've been talking to making up their mind as to whether the risks are greater facing the chaos, or whether or not it might not make more sense to sit down and face each other and reason it out.